underway here at Talent Field for some high school girls lacrosse. Garden Spot taking on Cocalico in a Section 2 showdown. First time through, Cocalico pretty much ahead of everyone at this point, and the first possession will go to Cocalico. Avery Hershey, number 1, quickly to Danika Sauder. She shoots and scores 8 seconds in. Cocalico is in the lead. I think we can start to see that this offense is a quick strike offense. She's able to get it down there, find Sauder. Sauder is just an attacking shark up there on offense. Puts it home, first goal of the game. That's actually her 37th goal of the season. She leads the LL in scoring, does Sauder, and is coming up on a big milestone here in tonight's game. We'll get to that in just a bit. Here's Hershey, weaving around, nowhere to go. Finds Sauder in traffic, shoots high, clangs it off the crossbar in for number 2 in the first minute or so. We'll get to the starters here in just a minute. Far side, looks like Izzy Rios over there.
Nice job by Rios to track that ball down.
Ooh, shot there. Was that Rios that took it?
Yep.
All right, so she's on the board, and Cocalico's up 3-zip.
Izzy Rios.
Another win there as Hershey brings it down. Look at the speed. I mean, she's just blowing by defenders right on cage, right into the net, and Hershey gets herself in the scorebook, and it's quickly 4-0 Lady Eagles.
Cocalico just needs to settle a little bit here. They're forcing some things they don't need to force. They've got possession.
Oh, almost an interception there, but a nice job to stay with it. Sauder in deep here. Shot, nice block. Not a save, but definitely a block there.
No.
Couldn't come away with it, I guess.
I was going to say, that's definitely a save.
Right.
I mean, I think she got her stick on that. I don't think that hit the post. Otherwise, it would have bounced like 40 yards, forcing some mistakes for Garden Spot so they can't get up and out of their defensive end.
Yeah, that shot went wide by Van Zant. Sauder finds the inside of the pipe and puts it home for her 3rd goal of the day. She's cooking early, and Cocalico is up 5-0 early on in this ball game. By the way, Danika Sauder, you see here in possession with it. She is sitting at 198 career goals. Looking for an assist there, goes by Hershey. So Sauder, 2 more in the net for her today would put her at 200 career goals. It's just an impressive number to hit for your career here at Cocalico. I'm not sure how many have done that, but certainly looking to add herself to that list. Shot there by Melia Van Zant goes in for another one for the Lady Eagles. That's Rios with it, number 2. Almost tried to steal it again.
That was a nice read.
It's twice that's happened, but Garden Spot's not been able to come away with it. Nice wall there from the defense for the Spartans. Held off Van Zant for the moment. Sauder makes the curl. Shot, score! Danika Sauder, 199 career goals.
Oh, boy.
So now everyone's on the edge of their seat to see when she's going to get number 200.
Nice feed from Hershey here, and Sauder's just moving across the circle, gets the shot off. Defensively, there's just not a lot you can do. That's Milani Lee on the defense there for Garden Spot, and she's in the right position. She's off her hip. She's forcing her out wide. But Sauder has that ability to come back across her body and be really strong and effective with it. And you're just hoping your goalkeeper's on your line and somebody can make a save.
Danika Sauder has scored in every game for Cocalico this season.
Ultimately, I mean, you've got to deny her the ball, right? So you're not letting her receive anything inside. That's pretty much, at this point, the only way Garden Spot's going to eliminate her in the game plan.
Inside here, very close for the goal for Kamira Ballinger. First time we said her name today, number 25. Cocalico, since losing to Cumberland Valley and Hershey, has won their last 5 of 6 games, by the way. So they are playing really well at this point in the season.
Melia Van Zant is taking the draw for the Eagles. I mean, she is placing that ball anywhere she wants to, and that's why they've been so effective early on. Well done by Van Zant.
Dumped inside to Hershey from Rios. Another goal for Hershey. Give her 2 on the day. Nice assist goes to Izzy Rios. It's 9-0 here in this first quarter.
Again, you can see all the off-ball movement the Eagles are doing when they're inside their offensive end. Nice job by Hershey there. Good placement. Finds the space behind the keeper, makes it count.
Some other names there. There you see Senior Gwen Varley. Quickly down the other way. And that time, that is Corinne Fair, a sophomore, putting it home. So another goal scorer on the sheet for Cocalico, and that is 10. Van Zant's just a sophomore. You've heard her name already. Sauder, the senior. So, yeah, a nice mix of seniors and youngsters on this team as well. Varley trying to spin her way in, still stays in possession. That is Addie Musser guarding her, and Varley will shoot and get Garden Spot on the board. So the leading scorer for Garden Spot finally gets her team on the scoreboard. It's her 23rd goal of the season for Varley.
Varley with a really nice take, and she was just persistent, right? Musser is doing a really nice job. That first 1v1 to cage, Musser shut Varley down completely, and all Varley did was back it back out, kind of reset from the top. She gets inside on that inside hip a little bit, which gives her the angle to cage, and she does a nice job of placing that ball to get Garden Spot on the scoreboard.
By the way, that is Gwen Varley's 198th career goal, so she's at 198. Danika Sauder is at 199, so now it's a race to see who gets 200 first here on Blue Ridge 11. 38 in one season in her senior year. It was the Cocalico single-season scoring record. She didn't get to play her junior year because of COVID. Shot by Van Zant, blocked, and put home by Danika Sauder. That's the big number 200 on a follow-up shot for the senior, and you can see her team is congratulating her on the big milestone.
We'll call a little bit of time here. The team comes out to greet her. That's an incredible accomplishment. That's just a outstanding number of goals. I mean, the offensive contribution over the course of her 4 years here at Cocalico has certainly been felt. And listen, they're off to a hot start this year. We'll see where they finish the season, because it could be a pretty special run here in Denver.
As I said, she's scored in every single game this year. She drives the offense. Watch this shot. It was blocked. I think it went up off the bar as well. But just look at how quick she is. She scoops it. She shoots. I don't even think the goalie could react.
No, I mean, she is right on this 50-50 ball. It's incredible pickup. She goes low. She uses her levels, kind of makes the keeper think about it a little bit, and finds it home. That's really well done for Danika Sauder. Sauder looks a little modest, but this is a huge accomplishment for her. Congratulations to her.
For season, she's up over 40 goals now in these first couple of weeks. Remember, Hannah Custer had that 138. There's a shot by Varley, puts it home. So 2 goals for Varley, 2 goals for Garden Spot in today's game so far.
Well, and you can see why Gwen Varley is so important to this Garden Spot offense. She's also was a first-team LL League All-Star last year. And, I mean, just such a strong take to cage. Again, she gets in behind the defense. She is too quick. She gets in behind a double team. Cage cam! Yes! I love cage cam, and they know it. You can see the defense just a little late on the help there. She's got the seam to cage, takes it, and places the ball. Really well done.
Garden Spot crashes on her, though, off the restart. It's Byram inside to Sauder. Oh, she goes behind the back. That should have been goal 200. It'll be 201. Would have been an even better highlight, but now she's having fun out there.
Man, that is really well done. Those are hard to pull off, right? Because you kind of see it in your mind before you actually execute it. And, I mean, she's got the lane to cage, really nice feet inside. She's already beyond her post. And she's just such a confident ball carrier. I mean, she's barely, no look.
That's great.
No look behind the back.
Selfishly, I wanted that to be 200 because that would have been the play.
No, just as special. That's 200
great.
was special, but the no look behind the back, let's get it, gal. I love it.
I guess we'll have to put both those on play of the night. Because obviously
a much-needed rest. Yeah. She has earned it for sure. I mean, she is drawing to herself, placing it on the circle wherever she wants to. And that's a huge advantage in women's lacrosse. A good draw specialist.
Here's Grice. Again, she shoots and makes up for that opportunity earlier, gets herself on there. Another goal for Cocalico as they increase this lead. She had 44 goals in her freshman year, 103 in her sophomore year. COVID wiped out junior year.
Yep.
And then senior year, she had 138. So she would have gotten it somewhere in that senior year, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm almost positive we had it, but I could be wrong.
Well, maybe we had some kind of milestone for her. I can't remember. Maybe we had the the single season scoring record, perhaps. That was Van Zant again, put it home as the clock will tick down here. It continues to run. Look at that nice weave there, Shanna.
Yeah, I mean, just again, another strong ball carrier. And again, shooting across her body, going opposite low post. Really well-placed shot selection for Cocalico this evening.
To try and get possession. I would be feeding her the ball at all times if I was guarding spot. I need to get the ball in her stick.
Sure, but it's also easy to defend that if you know where the ball's constantly going, if you're Cocalico. And they've got some really strong defenders back there.
That is true.
You're trying to run diversion. I mean, listen, she'll, case in point, take the seam and make it count.
She sliced in between 4 defenders, and Varley puts it home. And that is goal number 200. Celebrate it, Gwen Varley. You are not only the all-time scorer in Garden Spot history, you have hit the 200 mark as well. 2 of them in the game today. Can you believe it? How lucky are we?
Very cool by Cocalico. Oftentimes you don't necessarily get the same recognition when you score it at a visiting team, but Cocalico also taking time here, announcing her over the PA, getting the ball set aside for her, and taking some time for her teammates to congratulate Gwen. And it was a really nice goal too. I mean, she earned every single bit of number 200. 3 or 4 defenders,
maybe 5, yeah, it was
to dodge through on the way.
There's Gwen. Came in with 22 goals, now at 25 on the season. And at 200, her coach, Cameron Shoebridge, told me before she had already set the record a couple of games ago. And so, you know, at this point, it's just adding and adding and adding.
Resets her own record?
Yeah, it's just adds on, just makes it harder to catch, you know?
Those are big numbers. I mean, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of contribution on the offensive end for these players. So it's a real accomplishment, especially at this level that the girls play at in the LL League now. It's come a long, long way from when lacrosse kind of first became prominent. And so those 200 goals, man, you're working for every single one.
Green scrunchie. Tried to dodge in there. I think that's Musser going one-on-one with her.
That's Musser on defense.
Oh,
that
nice
was a
pass,
beautiful
though.
feed.
And that's put home.
I think that's Ashcroft.
Sophia Ashcroft, a junior, on the attack. So she adds herself to the score sheet to make it 14-4 in favor of Cocalico.
This was a really, really nice feed from Farley. And Ashcroft does a nice job of watching it into her stick, placing the ball. Keeper didn't really come out to meet her, so she was kind of back a little bit, gave up some space on the post. And Ashcroft puts it home. And in that moment, right, she's got 2 white jerseys right in front of her face. She's right in front of the crease. It's so easy to forget to watch that ball into your stick before, in your mind, you're taking the shot. So credit to Ashcroft for making that count.
And no matter what sport, if you're double or triple team, your teammate will be open. You just have to have that field court vision, whatever you want to call it, to find it to him. Here is Varley, attacking from distance, and takes a big hit. Hits the turf.
I think they're calling the contact there.
Well, let's take a look at it.
She wasn't real. Yeah, I mean, that was just a little bit incidental. It looked like Maggie Allen was trying to crash on the backside. I'm not sure who they called the foul on. Might have been Musser.
I think it would have been Greist if anybody. That's a long-range shot from Varley. Puts it home. She's got 4 today, and give her number 201 on the season.
Goal by number 3, Gwen Varley.
Just straight power, 8-meter shot, 1 step, kind of had her stick back. You knew she was going for it.
Every time it dips under 10, does that running clock stop then?
It does,
okay.
Yes.
So we can teeter-totter here back in between.
We've got Kamira Ballinger on the draw now for the Eagles. She's got some height, just has to get the control on there.
That's Varley away with it. One-on-one here. Slingshot is good. Wow, she even took the contact there and just let it rip. Another goal for Varley.
Again, just using power, shooting across her body, really well placed.
Goal by number 3, Gwen
You can
Varley.
see, I mean, just coming all the way back across, opposite post. There's not a lot that Addie Musser can do to stop that at the top of the 8.
And there it is. The buzzer sounds. 2 quarters in the books. Cocalico led it big at one point, but 4 unanswered goals from Garden Spot makes it a 14-6 ball game as we head to the half.
On the opening draw, so I mean, we know that they can be quick and effective, and part of that too is getting some youth in there, getting them some reps on the varsity level. You know, that's how you develop that core. I mean, this Cocalico core truly has been on the field for a number of years. They got that really valuable experience when they were young, and they've got a number of this core, it's freshmen, sophomores, so you know, you get some youth in there, and true, you got to work the ball. You know, you got to practice a motion offense. You got to work that off-ball movement because it's not always going to be so easy as win the draw, shoot, score.
Inside Bollinger finally gets Cocalico off the schneid there and puts one home. That is Bollinger's 2nd goal of the day. Might actually be her 2nd goal of the season, and puts Cocalico back up 15-6. At this point, when they go inside there. And no card for that foul either, by the way.
No, there was. She's over on the sideline. They're down a player.
Oh, okay. I was wondering.
Oh, yeah.
That's a pretty.
Anytime you see the ref blow the whistle and do the cross over his head, that's
that was
a card.
a pretty vicious hit. Van Zant puts another one home for Cocalico.
Goal by Melia Van Zant.
They really were being patient here. Oh, I think that bounced off the shoulder pad there, did it not?
It did. That was really one of the first shots on goal we've seen that was kind of right at the keeper for Cocalico, but that ball was moving pretty quickly, gets in and behind. I think that's still commander in cage for the Spartans. Harping on the finesse and the
You're not
technical
going to give him any
skill.
credit for that.
No.
Here's Varley.
I was envious of it.
Back at it. Yeah, you and Avery Hershey in a foot race. What are we giving you? Half a field head start. That's a goal
At least.
for Garden Spot as Kaufman puts one home. First goal of the quarter for the Spartans.
Kaufman doing a nice job coming up and out of that backfield. She's been primarily back on defense, kind of stopping the Cocalico offense, but it looks like she's going to stay on draw in the circle, or on the circle, I should say, for the Spartans.
Which I lamented with her as a former torn ACLer.
Knock on wood.
Good luck finding that around here.
Hasn't happened to me.
Your high school career was injury-free?
Injury-free.
Nice. Mine too, but
I broke my first bone.
27 puts that home. Emily Mennett, a senior defender.
I like switching up the offense and the defense a little bit, kind of pushing them to do something a little bit different, work on their skill set. A great feed from Van Zant, puts it to where only she can receive, and Mennett, just really nice placement. Look at this top shelf.
Yeah, it was more like a change-up and found the spot. By the way, I do think in the JV game, Mennett's sisters scored a goal as well. So I think most or all of the Mennett family has scored here today. That's her 2nd goal of the season, by the way.
Kaufman, a really strong ball carrier as well. I mean, you can kind of see in the way she carries her stick, pretty confident and doing it all over the field. We saw her in the defensive end in the first half.
She's a junior, so she'll be a big part of the team next year. A little bit of shooting space there.
Yes,
what was that call?
Yes, my student Chad. Very good. Great job by Kaufman. I mean, that's just an experienced player. Get that pump, draw shooting space. She saw the opportunity. Now she's got a clear path.
Oh, stick was back. She was ready to fire there and slings it a little high.
A little overeager.
By the way, you can see number 32 there in cage. That is Maggie Weber, a sophomore. They've switched goalies pretty much all season here at the half. Varley slices in there and gets one past Weber for what is her now 6th goal of the game for Varley. Again, she continues to add on to her 200-plus career goals.
I mean, she's just such a strong offensive threat inside. She's going to find the lane to cage. You know, that's the thing. Sometimes in women's lacrosse, right, it's, you know, in a dream scenario, yeah, you're denying leading scorers, you're denying them the ball, you're eliminating them from the game plan. But the reality of it is they're going to get the ball and they're going to score. But when Gwen Varley's in the 8-meter, she's going to find a way to get a shot on cage.
We've seen that over the years. I knew that was the one name coming in here that was just so familiar from years past of her ability to score. Oh, look at this speed here, in on frame, and a nice shot and score from Bacchus. That's her first goal of the game, and a couple in a row here for the Spartans.
I'll tell you what, I could barely even see her moving against the far fence line with the gray jersey from our vantage point. I just could see movement, but I couldn't quite see one body moving. She's that quick. And again, I mean, just does a nice job, doesn't hesitate, gets a shot on cage. Not at the keeper, a little inside post. Well done by Bacchus.
A little bit of a foul there.
I think that was shooting space. I'm going to assume based on the lane, she'll be right at the top of the 8 as well.
All right, let's see this does not look like a one-step and shoot, so let's see what happens here from Varley.
Oh, she's on the 12. This might be in, I can't tell where she's at.
And she puts it home, does Gwen Varley. She's keeping Garden Spot in this game. Got to give her credit.
Yeah.
Doing everything she can.
Goal by number 3, Gwen Varley.
And I think the only way at this point to really stop her is to start winning those draw control back, right?
Well, again, I mean, if you're the Eagles, you're just trying to deny her the ball. And so 50-50 draws up front. Eliminate Garden Spot on offense. We really haven't seen very much of Cocalico on offense in this kind of second half of the third quarter, and we've got about under a minute to play.
That is Bacchus. Denied there for the moment by Olivia Mason, number 10 for the Lady Eagles on defense. Shot low. Oh, and it just sneaks through past Weber. That's a tough one. Another one for Bacchus.
Garden Spot's able to find some of these seams and kind of really exploit that.
Back to Varley for the Spartans. 10 seconds to go. Spin move. Slings it home. Varley scores with 2.5 seconds left in the quarter.
Goal by
She's
Gwen
got
Varley.
8 goals tonight.
Again, you see the help kind of there, but not really establishing that double team. You can see Hershey kind of trying to ride her out wide. And listen, defensively, there's only so much you can do. She's going to take shots on cage, right?
Yeah.
But you've got to do the best you can to eliminate that path in that lane. And Cocalico really is kind of giving her that and giving her the opportunity to get shots off.
So it was 17-7, 5 unanswered goals from Garden Spot. They did that back in the second quarter when they scored 4 unanswered.
We're going to redraw. The ball did not go high enough.
And we'll practically run out of time on the clock here once they do. That is it. A much tighter game here, 17-12. Cocalico still in front, coming back for the fourth quarter.
She was just playing through the ball.
So ball over to Garden Spot. Some contact there. Almost looked like Cocalico had their position, but they will call Van Zant for the foul. Looks like that is Bacchus, number 26, who's kind of come alive here in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, she's been all over the field for Garden Spot.
Nice attack here. Shot. It's a goal for Garden Spot. They inch closer.
I'm not sure what happened there defensively. It almost looked like Cocalico's defense just stopped playing.
That is Lena Steiner, a freshman that scored.
Really nice drive by her. I mean, she's trying to work it back inside, finds a seam, switches back across her body, and places it right behind Weber.
I think that is Steiner's first goal of the season here. Nothing at one point.
Well, I think we'll see a little bit of a shift here. We've got Van Zant back on draw control.
Hershey inside to Sauder, and she puts it home back to her scoring ways. Immediately making a difference.
There is certainly an identifiable recipe that works for success for the Eagles. Cage cam! Sauder able to pick it up. Really nice
Looks like
job.
it almost hit her in the head there.
Well,
and
it
then,
did.
yeah.
I mean, it went off of her cross. Kind of, she bobbled it a little bit. It gets behind her, but she's, again, I mean, she's just such a strong player. She's confident. Just, I mean, her speed is...
It's two good sports for Avery Hershey. Great at soccer,
Oh.
and then her speed here is pretty good. Her size doesn't seem to be much of a hindrance. And there is a nice goal. I think that's the first of the game from Emma Byram.
Goal by Emma Byram.
I'll tell you what. Yeah. This was a really great pickup for her because Van Zant was working, kind of gets a loopy shot off. I'm not sure if she was passing or just trying to get the shot on cage. And Byram scoops it up, high to low.
Does look like Byram's first goal of the game and her 6th of the season.
Really nice pickup.
Oh.
Not sure what the play. I'm thinking maybe that ball just got a little more air under it than she was
look
hoping.
at this interception,
Wow.
Van Zant. Oh, and she is taken out as well. I don't know if the referee saw the contact. I think it looks like backside referees coming in to help out.
They're going to talk about it because that seemed a little late to me. But again, let's watch it again and kind of get the replay.
She already has knee issues. Look there.
Oh, if they had replay, that'd be a card.
Which are coming a little bit more. Oh, wow, across the front there, too.
Yeah. I could almost guarantee if they had replay, there'd be a card.
And it's not the boys' game. Remember, you can't just slash everybody to high heavens out here. No one's wearing pads. There's no long sticks out here anywhere. It does look like that back referee had a good angle of it.
Well, not really. I mean, she was high because the problem here is they were both kind of ready to, and Athena, who is the shorter referee here, is one of the most experienced refs
in the league. No goal.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, that's a really tough. They're watching it in real time. They don't have the option of replay. And the problem was because Van Zant picked that off, she's upfield, right? She's ready to kind of move upfield with Garden Spot's offense.
Okay.
And the trailing referee is probably almost to the restraining line.
Right.
And based on the angle of that shot, he couldn't really see the contact from behind. He can see the shot from Van Zant, but he can't see the cross. And Athena might not have been able to either based on where she was. In my mind, that's the goal stands, and you're carding that defender and
sending them off.
And you're sending them off.
That is a shame. We want to keep this thing safe for all the players out here.
And now it feels like there's a level of intensity that doesn't really need to be there.
That's true. Varley just shovels it home after picking up the rebound. She'll pick up another goal for herself here tonight. Varley seems to put on a show here when it's a Blue Ridge night and is filling up the stat sheet.
She's got it in her left hand.
Goal by Gwen Varley.
Nice job by Varley because, she really didn't have a great angle and take to cage. And based on how she could maintain control, it was a little awkward based on where her stick was. But able to keep possession and get a shot on cage, then make it count.
Defense. Spencer out high. Shot attempt. We saw the flag come out again, but Cocalico maintains. Sauder puts it away finally. And gets Cocalico to the 20 mark.
You just see how tight she is when she's inside the 8-meter.
Timeout on the field.
She's such a strong ball carrier. You can just see the stick movement. It's such subtle movement, but it matters so much, and it's a big reason why she's able to it's why she's got 200 goals throughout her career, and she's only a couple games into her senior season. We'll take a look here at that. The original Spencer goes wide, and then Sauder picks it up, carries it into the 8-meter, and gets the shot off.
A little bit of a pick coming here. No, Varley was there. Cocalico defense will allow the keeper to pick that up. And Weber. Ahead.
Really nice clear.
Sauder. Far side. Racing by the defenders.
And if you're they're under 3 to play. Not a huge offensive advantage here for Cocalico. It wasn't as if she was one to cage.
Now smartly pulls it back here. Not in a hurry. Time is ticked all the way down to almost 2 minutes now. Attack, shot, just like that, a goal for Sauder. Give her 9 goals today to equal what Varley has done. A new season high for Danika Sauder. Van Zant does a lot of the cutting through the defense. Couldn't come away with it there.
Yeah, they're going to call the contact there on Sauder. That was pretty obvious. She did not initiate that.
I think this is Backus running it ahead. Long strides here from her.
She's got speed, my goodness.
Low shot is dug out. Couldn't corral it, but a nice save there from Cocalico and Weber. Shot does find the net, though. Stoltzfus, I think that's her first of the day.
That was a really nice job by Cecilia Stoltzfus. I mean, a really quick reception. Make sure it's in her stick. One shot, pump, and score. Far post.
And it looks like they are going to let her restart here with 12.9 seconds left on our clock out here on the field. So one more chance for Melia Van Zant to score in this contest. And a nice save by Commander.
Oh, no.
And it gets shoveled back in by the defense, I think. I didn't see a Cocalico stick hit it.
Yeah, they were just trying to get the ball back to the keeper so she could clear it, but just a little too much on it, and it rolls in. You can see Van Zant gets the initial shot. Commander gets a save.
Oh, that is unlucky.
Lee kind of sweeps it back just to try to put it back in her stick, and it gets a little too quick. She couldn't get her stick down quite fast enough, and it rolls in.
So do you have an own goal in this sport? Is that you award it to the nearest
own goal
offensive player?
No, I don't think. I think it's an own goal.
All right, we'll go with own goal there. 22 total for the Lady Eagles. They'll get out of here with a solid win, but Garden Spot pestered and pestered after that first quarter and made it a ball game.
They sure did. And Cocalico, I mean, looking ahead, you know, we talked a lot at the top about kind of the strength of their start to the season.
We'll keep an eye on it, keep you updated on social media, and we will look back one last time here at the major milestones of the day. Danika Sauder for Cocalico, 9 goals today. She is at 204 career goals. Gwen Varley, 9 goals today for Garden Spot, 206 career for the Spartan. That's our